Shalom, shalom, and shalom, family. Our Messiah is due to be revealed very soon. And that is what I'm going to talk about today is our Messiah. And we must be prepared for our Messiah. We must be prepared physically and mentally, spiritually mostly. Have you tapped into the spiritual realm? And are you careful when you do tap into that spiritual realm? Because in that realm, you have the kingdom of God and you have the kingdom of Satan. And if you're not careful, you could be using another God to do your bidding and not even realize that it is not God that is doing it. Our God worked totally different, you know, than what Satan worked. Because under Satan, there are many kingdoms, there are many different groups, there are many gods under Satan. There are many idols, that you could pray to under Satan. And they make it very tempting to our people to try it. And once you try it and you feel powerful, you continue to do that, you're losing your soul without realizing it. And many of us Hebrews think that we're going to make it in because we found God and because we changed and we do liturgical duties. But what's in your heart? Have you cleared out your heart? Have you taken the evil thoughts from your mind? Have you worked on yourself? The very first thing we should do when we wake up is to clean ourselves of the evil that is within us. And you may say, well, I didn't do anything evil. I don't. Yes, if you were born into this world, you were born into sin. Okay? So whether you realize it or not, you are a sinner. And you have to stay clean in your heart. And if your heart stay clean, you've given yourself to the Most High, submitted to Him totally, then you should be fine. So be careful in the spiritual realm. But our Messiah is yet to be revealed. And I want to talk about it a little here. And I'm going to start in Amos, the ninth chapter, and read from verse 8 to 10, no, 8 to 11. Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the surface of the ground, except that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, says the Most High. He allowed us to be destroyed almost completely. And the 10 tribes have been wiped out. There are very few of them left. But there are many of us who say we have found the Most High God and that we are living accordingly, but we're actually fooling ourselves because not many of us are going to make it in. Not many of us are going to change. Many of the Hebrew Israelites are still Christians and they refuse to change that because that's their tradition from as long as they can remember. So I'm going to go on and read 9. I'm on Amos, the ninth chapter, now the ninth verse. For lo, I will and shake the house of Israel. For lo, I will command and shake the house of Israel among all nations, as one shakes with a sieve. But no pebble shall fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, who say evil shall not overtake or beat us. So his people are going to be destroyed by the sword, meaning the word. And it's the same word, the law, that is going to destroy the nations. 11. In that day I will raise up the booth of David, that is fallen, and repair the breaches, and raise up its ruins, and rebuild it as the days of old. Yes. So he is going to raise up the root of David, and he's going to rule. And David will not be alone. He have a group of Judah with him to help him and protect him, to carry out the mission that God predestined us to do here on this earth. I want to go to Isaiah now. Go to Isaiah, the 9th chapter. The 9th chapter, and the 14th to the 16th verse. Okay, it is Isaiah, the 9th chapter, and the 14th verse. So the Most High cut off from Israel head and tail, palm, branch, and reed in one day. The elder and honored man is the head, and the prophet who teaches lies, is the tail. For those who lead his people lead them astray, and those who are led by them are swallowed up. So many of us are still in different religions. Many of us are still Christians. Many of us, it's difficult to come out from something that you've done all your life. And it's a tradition. Your ancestors did the same thing. You got to remember now that our ancestors was punished because they fell from from grace and started serving other gods. And we are still, many of us are still serving other gods. You know, we think that we know our God. And Christianity, it's difficult to pull away from a doctrine that has been taught to you and your ancestors for so long. So they feel content in doing that. So I'm going to go to now Isaiah 11, 1 to 3. There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse. I'm going to say that again. There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. So we know the Most High, the Messiah, is coming through Jesse. Jesse is the father of Isaac. Isaac is the father of Jacob. Jacob is the father of David. So you see, it has to come from that bloodline. Only the blood of the descendant of David can come and fill that position of Messiah. And the Spirit of the Most High shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Most High. And his delight shall be in the fear of God. So we know that the Messiah, the root or the stump of David, as the Bible says here, is coming and going to have the spirit of counsel, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of understanding. So this person that is the Messiah that is returning, he's not just going to be alone. He has a group behind him, the tribe of Judah, that's going to help him carry out the mission that the Most High has sent him here to do. And he's willing to do what saith the Most High God. Go now to I, Isaiah 10, 20 to 23. Isaiah 10, okay, 20. In that day, the remnant of Israel and the survivors of the house of Jacob will no more lean upon him that smote him, for they lean, but will lean upon the Most High, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. And the remnant will return, the remnant of Jacob, to the mighty God. For though your people Israel be as the sand of the sea, only a remnant of them will return. But righteousness will return. Only a remnant of them will return. Destruction is decreed, overflowing with righteousness. For the Most High and the God of hosts will make a full end, as decreed in the midst of all the earth. He's making an end to this earth age, not the earth. Think about it. If he make an end to the entire earth, how would Jacob ever lead? He said the Messiah is coming and going to set up a kingdom of righteousness. So if he's going to come and do that, the whole earth cannot be destroyed. There must be places where things are normal, where people are able to live. I want to go now to Isaiah 22, 6. Isaiah 22 and the 6th verse. Okay. Isaiah 22. Okay. It's 8. I'm going to read Isaiah 22 and I'm going to read verse 8. He has taken away the covering of Judah. And that's why Judah is rising. That's why Judah is able to come out and speak. That's why Judah has found their way. Because the yoke is off our neck. We owe no one. We're not indebted to anyone now. The yoke is off us. We are free to do as what thus saith the Most High. Isaiah 22:22. And I will place on his shoulder the key of the house of David. He shall open, and none shall shut, and he shall shut, and none shall open. And I will fasten him like a pin in a sure place, and he will become a throne of honor to his father's house. And they will hang on him the whole weight of his father's house, the offspring, and issue every small vessel, from the cups to all the flagons. So we know that he's going to give the key to David. David is going to have authority. What is a key for? A key is to open the door. David's key is to open any door that he see fit to open, and he's going to shut all the doors that should be shut. So what I do believe that the Messiah is bringing back righteousness and justice. That means he has got to cut off the ways of sinners. He's got to cut off the ways of the witchcraft workers, the wizards. He got to cut off the ways of gay people, the ways that they feel that they're entitled to live like they want, to do as they please. Homosexuality is not a godly act, and he's going to cut all of that out. The abortion laws, he's going to cut all that out. We're going to go now to 22:24. Okay, verse 24. I read that vessel flag. Okay, Mayakah, the fourth chapter and the first 1 to 2 verse. Mayakah. Okay, I'm going to read from 1 to 2. Mayakah. It shall come to pass in the latter days that the mountain of the house of the Most High shall be established as the highest of the mountains, and shall raise up above the hills. The people shall flow to it, and many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, to the house of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways, and we may walk in the path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Most High from Jerusalem. Now, I want to bring to your attention something. Now, when he says that the mountain of the house of the Most High, to establish the highest mountain, he's talking about Jacob. He's talking about putting Jacob in the position of kingship. He's the Messiah. So he's going to be on the highest mountain. You know, you can't just rule physically, you have to rule spiritually. So whoever the Messiah is, he's a very spiritual person, and he's going to rule the way the Most High want him to rule, but he's going to have plenty knowledge and wisdom that God has given him. The spirit of counsel, the spirit of wisdom. You know, he is going to do a great job, I do believe, because this is the last kingdom. There won't be any more. Okay, when he say the people shall flow to the mountain of God, because people are going to realize that it's the only way. They're going to look over at the children of God and see that they're content and peaceful. And they're going to sway toward that religion, or they want to call it, it's just a way of life, because they want to know more about the God of the creator God. So they're going to cling to the people of God so that they can learn more. And this is where the slavery thing come in. Yes, they are going to be glad to serve us, but it's not slave, because now the Bible do say slave, but they're gonna willingly serve us, just like we willingly serve the Most High God. It's not going to be a thing where we're going to beat them on the back and treat them bad like they treated us. It's not going to be that way, because we are the children of the Most High God. We have higher standards. Our heart is clean. We have nothing in us but love. I'm going to go on to, okay, so we know that the other people, the nations, are going to flow to Judah, to the tribe of Judah, where God is. I'm going to go now to Daniel. Daniel, the second chapter. And well, I'm going to start at, the second chapter and the 44th verse. Okay. In the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, nor shall its sovereignty be left to another people. It shall break in pieces all these kingdoms and bring them to an end, and it shall stand forever. It shall stand forever. This is the kingdom that God is setting up. And we have to follow the law. I've read that. Now, in following the law, it's a natural thing. When you follow the law and do as God said, you won't have pollution, air pollution. You won't have the natural disasters. These things are happening to the earth because it's out of order, because it's wickedness, because evil and wickedness and hardy people has taken over the world, and this is what it's come to: the destruction of this world. So we know if we got to follow the law, where did that put JC? Where's Jesus Christ in all of that? Where do he fit in? Where does he fit in this scenario? We're talking about the end time, and we're talking about what's going to happen. Isn't this quite different from the New Testament? It's telling you that the Old Testament is telling you an offspring of David is coming. And if that offspring name was Jesus, I believe they would have put it in writing. Okay? So this New Testament tells another story when it comes down to the Messiah. It tells a completely different story. We're going to do Daniel 7:27. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Their kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey them. Okay, everyone is going to serve Messiah willingly. And those that are sinners and not going to serve, they're not going to be around, they're not going to live. And all of the Hebrew Israelites, there's so many of us, but so many is still serving other gods and refuse to change it. Those are the ones that's going to die by the sword. They're going to fall with the world because they're part of it. They're part of that one world order in Christianity. And they will fall, believe that. And they're starting to fall now. They're confused. We as a people thought that we need to fit in, fit in with Esau kids, fit in and be part of their life. They don't want us to be part of their lives. We need to pull away from Esau kids, and we need to pull within ourselves. We are great people, and we must come back to our greatness and see truly who we are as a people. We represent the Most High God. We have the blood of David running down our veins. The blood of David. We should not stoop as low as to try and fit in with Gentiles. We need to fit in within ourselves. We need to pull away from the other society and gather ourselves together. And together we are a very powerful people, very powerful. But when you are trying to mix in with the world and you're trying to be part of their world, their society, you're trying to do their ways, you go in the wrong direction. You need to figure out a way to pull away from them, not to them. Know who you are. You are kings and queens of the Most High God. You are the children that God has chosen for his very own. Out of all of them, he chose us. So come back to him. Do as what thus saith the Most High. Enter into that spiritual kingdom and meditate with him, talk with him. He's an awesome God and worthy to be praised. Talk to him. He's listening. Now I want to go to Zechariah, the 14th chapter. Zechariah. Okay. Zechariah 14, and I'm going to read verse 9. And the Most High will become king over all the earth, or the Messiah. And the Messiah will become king over all the earth. On that day, the Most High will be one, and his name will be one. We're going to only have those that serve the Most High. Those are the ones that's going to be left here. The ones that serve the Most High. And those that serve in other gods are not going to make it through. Maybe some of them will. It's up to the Most High. But he said he's going to destroy them with the sword. And he's going to save Jacob. And Jacob is rising. Rising. And listen to this, what he's going to do. I'm reading Zechariah. I'm going to start on the first verse and read down to 3. Behold, a day of the Most High is coming, when the spoil taken from you will be divided into the midst of you. For I will gather all the nations against Jerusalem to battle. And the city shall be taken, and the houses plundered, and the women ravished. Half of the city shall go into exile, but the rest of the people shall not be cut off from the city. And then the Most High will go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fight on the day of battle. On that day his feet shall stand on Mount of Olives, which lies between Jerusalem and on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall be split in two from east to west by very wide valley. So they all going to come up against Jerusalem. Where's Jerusalem? Is it where they say it's at? All the nations has come up against a people. They have come up against the children of God. Okay? They have come up against all nations has come up against the children of God. And in all cities in the United States, there are what they call them, ghettos with black people. Black people all over the United States. There's a ghetto, a poor area that's called ghetto. But did you know they called the Hebrews that way back centuries ago? They called them ghettos. They lived in ghettos. I don't know how that, it relates. It sounds the same. But the thing is, when, they all coming up against us and it's time to put a stop to it. And the Most High said he's going to step in and he's going to bring his wrath upon them. And they're not going to be able to harm us. And this is where we are right now. We're at that place where the Most High is beginning to defend us and take vengeance upon the nations. They don't realize it yet until it becomes out of really destructive. And I see it coming. Many people see it coming. And they're not going to know what to do. And a lot of people who are in high places are going to step down. They're no longer going to be rulers. Uh, Let me read Zechariah 14:9. I read. Now I'd like to go to Second Chronicles 7:14. Second Chronicles 7:13. Okay. 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 7:14. Okay. Second Chronicle 14. If my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and then I will forgive their sin and heal their land. He will forgive them of their sin, and he will heal the land. He's calling you back, okay? He's roll calling, and he's calling you back home. Come back. The Messiah is soon to return, and you must be prepared. He's soon to return. Well, he's here, but he's soon to be revealed. And you must be ready once he's revealed. It's very important, people. And to all my members out there, my tribal members, I want to say to you to be sure to get your heart in order. Get your soul in order. Meditate with the Most High God. Come out of that foolish magic. It's a bad ending, and you never receive true happiness through it. It's only going to bring destruction down upon you. Come back to the true God, because that magic divides you from the Most High, because you are actually using the power of the adversary to do your bidding and not God. And that is denying God, as if God is not going to help you. He's not going to come. You have no faith in God. So what you do, you turn to other means, other things, which is wrong. You need more faith in the Most High. If your heart is right and you pray, your prayers are right, the right prayers, he always hear you and listen to you. But don't ask him for money. He didn't make money. Money belonged to Caesar. Give Caesar what belonged to him, and give the Most High what belonged to him. There are blessings out there, but you must tune in. You must tune in the kingdom of the Most High to receive the blessings. And I want to say shalom, family. Shalom. May God constantly is with you. May the Most High keep his arms around you and bless you exceedingly. Shalom.